I haven't, this is a collab video, and we're gonna see how long I can go within 7 minutes to actually say everything that I want to say. But, currently it is, well, I guess, I don't know, the date might not matter too much, but, hi, I'm Raquel. I'm from, the channel Recovery to Wellness. I essentially talk about my own recovery journey from various mental health conditions and do a lot of art and like music kind of stuff and haul videos, stationery, clothing, that kind of thing. Even some vlogs, things to that effect. But I want to talk about today, within Eric's video, about conveying to somebody, particularly online, about, you know, if you don't like someone and explaining why you don't. So, okay, first of all, it's not in any particular order, but the way I have it on my little notes, first thing I said is gauging safety online. So by this I mean how safe, okay, so there was a comment that I made on one of Eric's videos, and based on the video of his that I watched, I felt that I was safe enough and that it would be a supportive environment enough that what I said, because initially I started off and I didn't like him very much, and because I thought he used too many hashtags. So there's that. But gauging safety online is okay. I don't like how this is going. I'm gonna stop. Hi. Hi there. So if you're seeing this is part of a collab that I did with Eric from Dr1ven Industries. I'm Raquel. Hi. I'm from Recovery to Wellness. It's my YouTube channel. It's also my WordPress blog, and I have a Twitter, and I have all these other things. Essentially, my channel is about mental health recovery. I focus less on mental health conditions and more on recovery from those mental health conditions. I do a lot of art videos, time-lapse. I want to actually do more with my recovery and sort of expressing where I'm at in recovery and focusing more on where I'm going and my own project ideas, and a lot of art-based peer support information. Music is a huge part of my recovery as well. So there's all these different elements. I do like haul videos, art, like ink on skin, and like coloring videos, and like stationery hauls and vlogs and things to that effect. But what I'd like to talk about today is actually something that happened on Eric's channel, I guess about a week ago now. So what happened was I wrote a comment on his one of his videos, and a few things happened from there, and I have little notes for this video, and it's only about 7 minutes long, so we're gonna see how much of this actually goes in take number 2. But I think the first thing, I wrote a very long comment because I am not a person of few words. I gauged the safety of it, so I guess the big crux of this video is talking about being open-minded and being able to not like someone while being respectful and having a mature point of view towards the topic as a whole. So the first thing that I have mentioned in my little list is to gauge safety. So by this I mean, when I first wrote my comment to Eric, I was like, okay, he's talking about, in the video, he was talking about a lot about how he can handle things, and, you know, if you have issues, he's all about kind of being open-minded and being like, you know, I'll get into that open-mindedness in a second, but, so gauging safety, I felt that it was supportive enough of a community that I could voice a differing opinion, in a sense. I felt like, you know, I could say all the things I want to say, and I started off by saying I didn't like him very much, which in retrospect, I probably wouldn't do in the future. Just because some people will only read the first little bit, and if you say right away that you don't like someone, that could open up to other forms of critique and a lot of mess. So first is sort of knowing if this person that you're talking to is going to be supportive of you and like beneficial towards you, and if it'll be a healthy relationship, essentially. The second part is being open-minded. There's a really great reframing cognitive distortion that goes, not everybody's gonna like me, and that's okay. Which is very valid, because sometimes, you know, I could not like Susie because she reminds me of my great aunt, or it could be that I don't like her face. I mean, honestly, it could be anything. And it's okay to disagree with people and not like everything that they do or how they behave or what they say, and still respect them and still be cordial with them. So still being like, I still respect you, like I'm not going to personally attack you. That's like the third thing. Be respectful, don't personally attack people. People don't tend to respond well if you call them an idiot and things like that. It just doesn't reflect too well of yourself or on them. Also saying if someone's an idiot, that's more of a judgment call, and more of like an opinion, so it's a little shaky. Another thing is, what I learned from the comment that I had on Eric's channel was like, sandwich effect is like the way to go. So the sandwich effect is essentially being like, I offer some like a positive, like, oh, I really like your videos, and then the criticism in between, which is like, but I think you use too many hashtags and it bothers me. And then end with a positive. I really enjoyed them. I want to see what you come up with next, or however it might be. I've also found that, because what happened was I had a response to the comment that I made on his channel that was different. It was complicated, and I realized that probably the way I worded it wasn't the best, even though it was a stream of consciousness, but like, I could have worded it better. And one thing I learned from that was, if I want to offer criticism, I can wait 2 hours and then comment if I still feel the same way. And overall, too, it's about living and learning. So for right now, where I am at in my recovery, I have to kind of know when to delete, block, mute, all that kind of jazz, so as that I'm not triggering myself and that I'm doing best by me as well as I can. Also, someone may not change their behavior or change what they're doing or change their whole worldview because someone points it out. So be aware of, like, I don't like this. Hi. So, hello. Yeah, hi. So I'm going to be talking about a few different things. If you may notice, I'm a new face on Eric's channel at the moment. I want to talk about conveying to someone not liking them completely, or not liking certain behaviors or even things that they said, while also respecting them as a person and their viewpoint, and move forward with, I don't like that. Hi. So I'm a new face on Eric's channel because we're doing a collab, which you may already know of depending on how he edits this together. But my name's Raquel. I am the creator behind Recovery to Wellness, which is both a WordPress blog and a YouTube channel, which I talk about. I do like stationery hauls and like clothing hauls and art time-lapse, like coloring and like scrapbooking, and ink on skin, which is a creative coping skill that I use, which is essentially about drawing on myself with gel pen. And music is a huge part of my recovery, and I want to actually do more with my recovery in the future. I have projects. I am very much about spreading positivity and compassion and everything to that effect. Today in this collab. You may have gotten an intro, you may get an outro. So I'm going to be talking about a few key points that was recently brought up in the last week when I made a comment on something on Eric's channel. And so the first thing is to gauge safety. So in this sense, if you read the title, which it may be some variation of I don't like you and here's why. So first of all, if you don't like someone, or first of all with me, let's pretend there's a hypothetical, right? So if I didn't like you because you wore the color blue too much, I don't like that. Okay. No. Hi, sorry. Slight delay. Hello. I was gonna say two different words then, but then I decided to go with hello. So my name's Raquel. I'm a creator behind Recovery to Wellness, which is also a WordPress blog and also a YouTube channel. I am slightly nervous doing this video because it has to be about 7 minutes long, and I'm used to making about 30-minute videos. So, you know, I am not a person of few words. My channel is about mental health recovery, focusing less on the mental health aspect and more on the recovery aspect, spreading positivity and compassion, making art time-lapse videos, clothing haul videos, vlogs, and just other artsy kind of things. But in this video, I'm going to talk about an experience I had that actually involved Eric, which this is on his channel, so it kind of makes sense. So the premise of it, I guess, I had commented something on one of his videos. It was a long comment because I don't know how to write short comments. That's just not my thing. And it was about, as you can probably tell from the title, something along the lines of, I don't like you and here's why. So what I want to talk about is a few different key points when approaching someone. If you're having to approach someone who you don't really like, or you know, you might not want to say those words. You might not want to say those words exactly, or at least don't start off with them. But you not agree with everything someone's saying, either that's online or if it's offline. Definitely can happen online with miscommunication and everything. So the first thing that I wrote down is to gauge the level of safety with this individual. Personally, when I wrote one of my comments on Eric's video, I felt like, based on his video, whatever it was about, I felt that he was, like, luckily it worked out well for us, which is why we're even doing this collab, but I felt safe enough that he could handle what I was going to say. And I made like a long comment and all this kind of jazz, and I was accurate, I suppose, in that, but not everybody else was, which was the problem. But so gauging safety. So can I express to this person, will they respond in kind, or will they sort of twist my words and try to attack me for it? Or how might this person respond to me if I say X, Y, and Z? The second part is being open-minded. There is a really good reframed cognitive distortion out there, which goes, not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. No, that's not right. Not everyone's going to like me, and that's okay. I guess not everyone's going to like you. This will be edited out. But there's a reframed cognitive distortion out there that goes, not everyone's going to like me, and that's okay. And that's really true. Like, there's, what, like 7 billion people on the planet? Not every single person on the planet is going to like you, and that's just a fact. And it might be because you remind them of their great-great-aunt Susie, and they hated Susie. Or it might just be your face. Maybe they don't like your face. Like, it could be anything. And especially online, it's a lot easier to fall into those traps. The other thing to think about with being open-minded is that a person's perceptions of you aren't really necessarily reflective of just you. It could be the fact that their past experiences and people they've dealt with in their life and their perceptions of the world shapes what they hear and what they say. Like, you could talk about, I don't know, like black jaguars being an endangered species or something, and they could, you know, someone could like pick out little bits and pieces of something that you didn't say, but because of their own perceptions, they thought you said it, or they inferred that you did, or whatever. So there's that whole thing. The other thing is to be respectful. This is particularly hard to come by on the internet in a way, because some people will just start off a comment like, you're an idiot, and that's it. And that is more of a judgment than too much of an opinion, I guess, if they say, maybe, I think that you're an idiot. But what's really great is if you can be like, I think you're an idiot because... Oh, that's so terrible. I hate this video. Never mind. Okay, that's the position I get into when I'm like, I've done this take about 8 times already, and it's not going the way I want it to. Hi there, I'm Raquel. I'm the creator behind Recovery to Wellness. So if you have noticed, which you probably have, because this is probably in the middle of a segment, I have got the chance to do a collab with Eric, which is on his channel. Hi, welcome to take 10. So my name is Raquel. I am the creator behind Recovery to Wellness, which is both a WordPress blog and a YouTube channel. I do videos largely. What I'm going to be focusing on in the future is my own recovery journey from various mental health conditions. And I do art videos, haul videos like stationery and clothing, time-lapse coloring, drawing, watercoloring, and all the other kind of artsy kind of videos and awareness spreading and all of that jazz. It's my smorgasbord channel, essentially. So this video, why this is happening, this is because a little bit of a comment that I made on Eric's channel about a week ago. And essentially, it was a comment that said, I said something along the lines of, I don't really like you, here's why, and I proceeded to go into like 4 other paragraphs. And he wanted to explore that more, and he was thinking, well, I can have him speak for himself, really, but he wanted to do a collab kind of thing about it, and kind of have me and him talk about this whole concept of not liking someone and still being respectful and open-minded about where they're coming from, and how to take a mature standpoint within the whole commotion, in a sense. So I have some notes here, and I hope that I can actually get through this video, and hopefully the thing's not lagging, because I feel that it might be. Let me just get comfortable. Okay. So the first thing that I have listed here is that if you're gonna, if you are like me and you want to tell someone, you know, this behavior of yours really bothers me, and that could be online or it could be offline, and what are some things that you want to keep in mind when you do that? That's essentially what this list is about. So the first thing is gauge safety. Can you be honest and open with this person? Can you be kind and compassionate? And like, how do you think they might respond? And if they don't respond well to your comment, how are you going to handle that? So being safe with them is kind of like about, can I say what I want to say without being disrespectful either to them or to yourself, or to the relationship as a whole? And then whether or not whether or not, oh, I forgot my point. There it goes. There it goes. So whether or not, you don't think, okay, what? Whether or not you can be safe with them and that they won't manipulate or twist your words around or like anything to that, or judge you for it. That's the number one first thing. The second thing is be open-minded. Remember that this individual has a longer and a larger story than you likely know all of. There's so much that makes up a person, and a lot of what we've been through in life and how we perceive things in life and the things we say or the things we act in and the way we respond to other people, that mainly is more a reflection on them and their process than it is on you. So if somebody lashes out at you, it might not be anything that you said. It could just be that maybe you reminded them of your great aunt Susie or something, and they hate Susie. So it could be something you did, but be respectful is another thing. You could disagree with someone and still be respectful of, respect them on a human level while also disagreeing with them. And the big thing too with being open-minded is that not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. There's like 7 billion people on the planet. Not every single person is going to like you. And also, there's a good quote that I saw once on Twitter, and it goes something along the lines of, no matter how kind you are, you will be the villain in someone's story, which is very applicable to here. You also probably want to sandwich criticism if you are going to give criticism. I learned about the whole sandwich, which is like a positive, lead with something positive, have the criticism, and then end with something positive. That kind of lessens the blow a little bit. I also have figured out from what happened last week, I figured out that if I want to make more of a critical comment, I could actually wait a couple hours. I could write out my comment in like a Word document, and then wait a couple hours, read it over again, see if what I'm saying matches up with what I want how I want to represent myself, and then based on that, edit it down, comment it maybe, or maybe not. Living and learning. It's going to be a process. Some people are going to be very mature, and that's great. Maturity is especially good in conversations about mental health and recovery and things to that effect. And also, not everyone is going to be really mature about it, and not everyone is going to handle it really well. And again, it's more a reflection on where they've been and where they're coming from than it is on you. Unless you were an asshole, then maybe. That might be good. But, and I guess the big thing that I'll try to end with is that, by saying, you want to kind of keep in mind communication styles, so like passive, aggressive, and assertive, and